Yo, what up? What's up, y'all? What's cracking? What up, Bam Bam? What up, Bam Bam? Bam Bam. What up, what up, what up? How you guys doing? What we got going on right now? What's cracking? What is cracking? Morales, what up? M. Morales. You got some beef? You got some static? My man Michael Morales. No, that's not you, though. You might be Michael. Is your name Michael? The odds are it is. Michael or Mark. Yeah, it's either Michael or Mark. Could be like Mauricio or some shit, but I think it's Michael or Mark. I think it's Michael. I know you're not the Michael Morales. I know. Yeah, I thought so. I know you're not the one I know, but yo, if you look up Michael Morales in the phone book, there's probably a long. Now I know what you're thinking to yourselves. What's a phone book? It's the shit that we used to use before the internet to look up phone numbers. We'd have to open up and touch paper. Isn't that disgusting? We'd have to touch crack, open a book, skim through sheets and touch paper. Marco, when I make it big, you're gonna buy me a plat. I'm not gonna wear a platinum grill. I appreciate it though. Maybe I'll put the grill around a necklace and wear it like a fucking Flavor Flav type joint. But another thing, remember we talked about wannabes, the WIGGAs, right? Any white guy who wears a fucking grill looks ridiculous. Any of us. I know Pow Wow. What's up, Alberto? I know Pow Wow does his fucking candy pint custard grill. Pow Wow, baby. I'm going to pass that off to maybe it's a southern thing. If you're in California or New York City or in Chicago and you're wearing a fucking grill and you're white, there's something wrong with you. And you're making my people, our people, you're bringing us back at least 200 years. You're erasing what the Beastie Boys did for making us cool. You're just fucking everything up. Right, Mason? They don't know. They don't know. Can't be wearing fucking grills. Look ridiculous. That's nasty work. Ness had Haney on the show talking a lot and just glazing him. And you couldn't say nothing about Haney, not even constructive criticism, without getting jumped or blocked. I'll have Haney on my show. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask him to come on right now. Fuck it. I'll do it for you guys right now. Haney. Hey, coach. Can you jump on my live show now? That'll let you guys know. Come on. Focus, bitch. Why won't this focus? Won't focus. Well, whatever. I text him, is the point. It only looks normal on a brother. That's a fact. You know. I don't know, man. Some people could pull it off, just not white people. Then he wonders why his channel doesn't grow. It's common sense. You're associating yourself with a really dislikable person. My majority. Yeah, man. I mean, hold on. Yeah. I mean, his channel's growing more than mine. Shit. What? This giant Dominican punk. Nah, but for real, he makes a living off of it. Like, and probably does really well. You know, and really well, I know is subjective, but really well. Even for like, he probably makes double to triple what a city employee makes, for example. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get it. You know, he doesn't get all the benefits, but dude wants you to be the white trash. Not surprised. Very fitting of him. Hit that like button. Word up, Mace. Bam, bam. Word. Show me how to get the Mario coin. I can't figure it out. Do you have an iPhone? Fix that police informant, Nestor. You see, I've been hearing that about him forever, and I don't really give a fuck what he did in his previous life. I don't care. And maybe there's a reason for him. I don't know. I don't care. I just care that he respects me, which for the most part he did up until recently. But even that wasn't the biggest deal, so I'm not going to go talking shit about him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk shit about him. There's ways. Google it, Alberto. You keep asking me. There's ways. You just got to find the actual sound, and you have to put it on through you have to connect it to your computer and do it through iTunes. Yeah, and the reason I'm not telling you is, one, because you're young, so you should be able to Google it. But two, I don't actually remember. I did it a while ago. It's not that difficult, but you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Haneys. Damn. See, I like Bill Haney. I like Bill Haney. I get it. He says shit that antagonizes people, but I like him. What fights you looking forward to? Well, interesting. Yes, on paper. I just heard my wife giggling upstairs, and then she sent me something, like a YouTube short. So I'm assuming it's something she thinks is funny. Yes, on paper, he worked for the cops and was a rat. Why you think he defends Victor Conti? And see, I don't think it's all. I don't think it's as it's not cut and dry like that. I don't know what the story is. You may be right, but I don't think it's that cut and dry. You know, there's two sides to every story. I tell you the truth. Like, remember the Tekashi 6ix9ine thing? From what I heard, I don't fucking blame him for snitching. If my boys are banging my girl, robbing me and all that, fuck you. I'll snitch on you too. Because obviously you violated me first. But, you know, I don't know the deal with him. I don't really give a fuck. Honestly. Can't believe Bill Haney has a sex offender in his team with no one's. Who's a sex offender in his team? Yeah, who? I'm not surprised he did me a little dirty either, not because of that, just the way what's happened with every single person on the show, and that his ego is out of control. Out of control. So I'm not surprised because of that. I'm not associating any fucking his past with him because maybe he's gotten through that. BFTB. BF is a sex offender? What you mean? What's up, Oval? We used the phone book to make prank call. Hell yeah. You know what I used to do, CJ? Me and my man, Big Dave. We would look up Michael Jordan. And as you know, Michael Jordan is such a common name. This is in New York City. And we would call him. Hello? Hello? Is this Michael Jordan? Yes. Oh my God, I love you. The Bulls And the guy's like, no, but this isn't this. You hit 3. Oh, you could dunk. Oh, shit. The other man's like, oh, shit, it's Michael Jordan, yo. Ooh, how's Scotty? And the whole time, the guy's like, no, I think you have the wrong. That was funny. We did it with him and with Michael Jackson. Same shit. Marco, you don't rat. You get it back other ways. What you mean? Marco, literally online describing witness. Marco, it's literally online. No, I know. Alberto, actually, I read like the first paragraph. I stopped. I didn't give a fuck. Alberto sent me yeah, if it was a court police case, I guess I don't know. So he did. Who knows what happened? Maybe the guys fucking did him dirty. Who knows? And maybe he's a different person now. People change. That's why I would go back on the show, because that was the only time he really was rude to me. So, people make mistakes. And now, if it's a recurrent thing, then I would never go back. But at this point, it's like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Bill Haney was a PDF on his team. I didn't know Rebar. That was surprising. What's up, Clarissa? Word up, Yayan. You tell him. He messed with a 19-year-old girl. Well, 17. Well, 17 in New York is legal. Not saying I would do that, but that is legal. But I get it. And again, it all depends how old he was when he did it. Did he know? A lot of times that shit happens. You don't know, but dudes will get caught. I've never done that shit, just to be clear, and I don't condone it. Like me, if I was single, I'm 48. If I was single, I think 5 to 10 years is the most. Not even maybe 10, maybe 5. I don't think I could fuck with a girl anywhere within 5 years of my age range. Me personally, I was never like, when I was 21, I fucked with a 17-year-old. So I was like, and that was like tough. But in New York, and I didn't hit it, by the way. We just, because I was like, nah. But in New York, that's legal. 17 is legal. 21. Anything within 4 years is legal, they say. But anyway, the point is, I can't go within 5 years now. Back then, I was never into younger girls. Just never. I was never into like girls like virgins, and like a lot of guys love that shit. That was never cool to me. That was never cool. That grossed me out. I want somebody who was like an adult too. You know what I mean? Girl in the military. I heard about that. Yeah, somebody told me about that. Good prank, right? Well, BF isn't in Haney's team. He's friends with Haney. I know BF personally. He's friends with him. He's not in his team. So that's misinformation. I know both of them personally. Like, I've hung out with BF before. Y'all got to stop mentioning Ness here so much. Y'all dudes obsessed. They probably were. He's got 5 years left on his. Damn. But again, how do you know that he was unaware of her age? You don't know that. That's why I don't judge it, because I don't know the details. And again, there's a couple things I do judge. I judge people who hurt children or women, hurt them. That I judge. And also, and graping, to me, is hurting. But some shit where maybe somebody was lied to. Oh, I'm 19. I'm 21. Turns out they're 17 and you didn't know? How's that? I'm not saying it's okay, but it's like, I'm not going to think he's a dirtbag for somebody lying to him. Because some of these, man, you should see some of these girls now. Girls 13 years old, they look like they're 27. I'm looking at my daughter like, you are not dressing like that, ever. Fucking Daisy Dukes, boobies hanging out, growing boobies at 11. Like, what the hell is going on, man? I don't know what's the hormones in these foods, but good Lord. If you was, nah, shit. I disagree, Yayan. If somebody did you dirty, real dirty, like, nah. Fuck that. I've never been in that situation, and our code was you don't snitch on your boys. But if they violate you first, they're no longer your boys. There's a code of being somebody's boy, right? No snitching is one of them. But if they violate you first, whatever it is, banging your wife, robbing you, doing the shit that's against the code, then that's not your boys anymore. And, Bums talking about they've done shit. 17 in Mexico is already too old. I'm not saying I would either. I would either. The age in Indiana is 16. Damn, see? And some places in the South, it's like fucking 14. It's gross. He was her sergeant in the military. Okay. So what's that mean? That he knew her age? Hey, man, I don't know. Maybe he did do it. I don't know. I don't get involved in that shit. Because like I said, I don't know the details. And maybe the dude changed. Maybe, you know what I mean? Again, that's definitely bad. That's bad, but it's not on the level of grape. You know what I mean? From the supermarket. Grape. I'm saying that word so I don't get flagged. I agree, Alberto. It was okay the first week after the incident. Now it's just messy. Your biggest homeboy on here says he hits on college girls. That's okay. It's illegal. I wouldn't do it, but it's legal. Like that. I'm like I told you guys, probably around 5 years, give or take a few, is what if I was single, which I haven't been for 25 years, so it doesn't really matter. But some Donald Trump shit. Cubano, what up? Yeah, it's like an echo chamber over at the Boxing Voice. Today he went at round 1 for just saying something not good about Haney. What's an echo chamber? How so? Then over talked him and interrupted him and talked to him like a child, then acts like they're cool now. Well, it seems to me like he wanted to get somebody on that channel that would absorb that, because I don't. I'm telling you, I know this dude. Good dude, but ego's out of control. Has to be on top at all times of everybody. So if that's what he needs, what are you gonna do? That's what he wants. Make him seem like Rita TV where all the hate. Hey, Johnny! John Bo! They want to leave a mark or something. Alberto can't make a name for themselves organically. Uncle Johnny? Damn, Uncle Johnny. Johnny, they calling you old, son. Ness brought that clown on the show. He clearly getting paid off like Danny. I don't think he's... I'll tell you one thing about Nestor. Again, allegedly. I don't know him. But he never offered me a fucking penny. And I have more followers, way more followers than all those guys. So I doubt he's offering any of those guys any money. Although Danny told me he paid, him and Danny had a deal for money. So maybe Tone's getting something. I don't know. He never offered me anything, but I never asked. So I didn't want his money. Because again, that means I'm working for him. And I knew from the very beginning, like that's why I never really asked him to get me press passes. One time we talked about it. He was like, well, you got to get good videos if you do that. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not working for you. Because he seems like he seems like he's cool if he was your boy, but he's a nightmare to work for. Like if he's paying you, he was even telling stories about his fucking boxing coaches he pays. He argues with them. That's a one, man, when I was training people, you argue with me, you're out. I'm done. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. So I always kept it like we're collabing, not I'm working for him. Even if he wanted me to, I wouldn't have done it. Certain people's personalities as bosses, nah. I put 200 to ban bum for a month. Good Lord. Good Lord. Here we go. Bill is saying Boots is on the hot list for them. Okay. Ryan becoming annoying now, just agrees with Ness, everything he says. And, oh, Ryan, you mean Canadian Ryan? Well, that's what he does. What are you going to do? He's quiet. Like, he never bothers me. I saw 702 agree with him all the time, but I never saw Ryan really do that. But Johnny in the building, holding down the hair. We got to do a hairline challenge. This is what we're going to do, Johnny. Your wife's a good woman, right? She's cool. She doesn't have to show herself if she doesn't want to. Right? But how about her arm just comes stage right, like this, goes to your hairline and gives it a yank. And then her arm disappears. How about we do that? And this will end the Johnny chia seed head rumors forever. What do you guys think? What do we think? Miss hangout spot. We'll give it a good fucking yank. Again, hand comes stage right. Doesn't have to show her stuff. She doesn't want to. I get it. Good yank. But hard enough where Johnny's like, aye. All right, that was mad racist. Okay. See, just because he's Puerto Rican, that's how he has to say aye.
Oh, that's racist.
I apologize, Johnny. I'm getting caught up in the character here. What do we think? We'll do the Johnny Chia Head Challenge. This way, we won't talk about it anymore. We'll know his shit's real, or we'll know it comes off in seedlings. It might be little seedlings. Yeah, they scared. They go at him because he intimidates them when he's wrong. So then they back down and gives the impression Ness was right. Well, I didn't do that. Dude is balding and toothless. Oh, you're so rude. I thought you were talking about me. I'm not toothless, but I am balding. Yeah, not letting Marco channel grow. They're always bitching about TBV. Well, the problem is, Bam, half of these fucking followers are from TBV, which is great, but sucks at the same time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I love the guys who come in, but TBV is always going to have precedent. Like, I saw he was live when I went live, and he must have just got off. I didn't do it on purpose, and that's why it would have been half the people in here probably. So the thought is my hairline is fake, like I'm wearing a wig. I don't know what they think, Johnny, but let's do the challenge. Let's do the challenge. Cut my head bald. I bump my head a lot. Okay. My father yanked on my head once. Oh, Drummond. Drummond. I'm going to do another great line from that same movie. One more.
You lousy corksuckers.
Best movie ever. You want to know secret, Drummond? Try to find that movie streaming. Can't do it. I wanted to play with my family. Because, it's PG-13. It's like raunchy enough, but not where kids can watch it. It doesn't stream. Nothing streams it. Nothing. Who knows the movie I'm talking about? Nothing streams it. Nothing. Amazon, Tubi, Hulu, nothing. Netflix, nothing. The best you could do is buy a fucking disc from Amazon. You're the flyest old guy. You might be right. So I are saying Johnny is watering. It might be. Johnny Dangerously, the dopest comedy. It's starring Michael Keaton, Batman. Michael Keaton, big name. Johnny Dangerously. And now we're thinking Johnny Hangout. Johnny might be living dangerously if he's chia seeding, right? So it fits. Johnny Dangerously. If you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, it's a New York gangster movie, but it's a slapstick comedy. Like similar to like how Naked Gun and Police Academy, like goofy, but funny as shit. But it's about New York gangsters, like mob, set in the 40s, 30s or 40s, New York City, like mob, like wearing suits and like old mob shit. Dope movie. No quiero su pinche chuleta. I don't want your little wee-wee. Lo que quiero es su vida. I don't know what that means. People never believe my age. Nah, now you're wilding out. I don't think I look. I mean, if I shave, I got you. I got you beat. I'm telling you, when I buzz this down, you know what? Why speculate? Let's ask the community. Who looks younger, me or Johnny, when I shave this down and you don't see the gray? Who looks younger? Now, let's not forget, Johnny wears a hat most of the time, so you don't see the hairline. Who looks younger? Me or Johnny? I got to specify the beard because they look at me now. I look older because I got gray in my beard. Marco looks 2 months younger. That's fucked up. Yeah, I am. Johnny, not even close. About the same. Thank you, Clarissa. Female is what matters. Ah, Bob. You fucking guys. I really thought I looked younger. Like, I think I could get away for being like late 30s when I shave. Like 10. You should see my wife. She looks, all jokes aside, she looks like fucking early 30s. Early 30s. She looks early fucking 30s. Let me see if I have any pictures of her. Early 30s. She looks mad young. We look like newlyweds. Newlyweds out this bitch. Whatever. It's not even close. Damn, Johnny. Nah, you're not better looking. Chill. Marco, white guys age like milk. Us ethnic people age better than that's a fact. You somehow sounded racist to yourself. Us ethnic people? That's like I could see some Italian do. Fuck these ethnic motherfuckers. You just sounded racist to yourself somehow. Yeah, Bob, I thought you were my man. Okay, well, I guess it's Johnny. Incels? I don't know what incels means. So how old does Johnny look to you then, Bam? What, Johnny looks like he's 12? What are we doing here? I figured out shaving my head bald makes me look younger than trying to hold onto my receding hairline. Oh yeah, for sure. No, it looks like I am. The black guys are like, both of y'all look old. That's true. Because black don't crack. Teach. The best welter today, really? Over Haney, Boots, all the dudes who moved up. I'm 27 and people always say I look 19. Native genes. Oh, you got that Native American DNA ancestry? You have to tell the truth. Even when it hurts my feelings. Johnny 5. Johnny 5. What's Johnny 5 from? Who knows? Who knows what Johnny 5 is from? What movie? It's a movie. Johnny number 5, technically. What's that from? See? I look younger. I look younger. Bam said it. That's it, Johnny. Bam was the only vote that counted. I win. Johnny 5 is alive. Yep. Input. Need input. Thank you. Biolant Beats. Cool name. What up? Welcome. Okay. Natives actually turn into old Asian people when they turn 30. There's this comedian who used to tell this joke, which is so true about Asian people. He goes, Asian people always look 19. And then there's at one point where they either look 19 or then they look like old, majestic, magical creatures that are selling gremlins in Chinatown. Like they either look mad young or super like, wow, are you 300? You're like, how long have you lived? Okay, well, I was 38. I look 38. So I look younger. But we forgot one thing though, Johnny. I am 3 years younger than you. So I guess that evens it out. I think Boots has shown us time and time again how good he is. For the most part, yeah. Not his fault. He couldn't get a Bud or a Spence, but he demolished most people he went up against. I'm 60? Yeah, I'm old school, but I can teach your girl. Are you really 60? Where are you from again, Smooth? Gizmo. Maguire. The guys that moved up haven't done anything in my weight class yet. Me? 55? 46. I'm 48. 14. Ocho? No? I don't fucking know. What up, blood? That's what I'm saying. I shave this bitch down. I'm young and fly. Fly for a white guy. You guys remember that song? I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Selling gremlins in the alley. Johnny is mad old, though. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Got to get this live on and popping like Orville Redenbacher. Did you guys see my video I just put out? Vincent Petway versus Simon Brown. 2 months. Chestito Rujdendan. Chestito Rujdendan. Много се радвам, че ти ще бъдеш 18 и ще може да отидеш там в military. Do they still, Velizar, do they still make you guys go into the army at 18? They used to do that in Bulgaria. They might still do it. You still doing that? Yeah, I hated that song. Shut up. No Spanish then. Johnny's song, I'm too sexy for my hairline. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy for my chia. Too sexy for my chia. That's what it's gonna be. Is Bulgaria in Russia? No, sir. It is its own country. Close to Russia, but it's a different country. I just want him to lay down his life of Mexican warriors. He always talks about. Ah, good. You're lucky. They used to make these like back in the 80s and 90s. They would make, the Bulgarians would still make every man serve at 18. Hey, the birds would love the Carouse. Ike Q versus Tito. I think Tito might. I mean, I think Ike might beat him, because if De La Hoya barely edged out Ike. No, I already covered that. Like a drunk Frenchman. The French, they do a lot of the French. Mademoiselle beaucoup, they talk kind of like that. We don't talk like that. I was about to say, that's why Marco looks like Vladimir Putin. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Vladimir Putin. I look like no damn Vladimir Putin. Marco, you said the triangle theory doesn't work. Usually not. No, I didn't say it doesn't work. I said it's by no means a formula. Like E equals MC squared, like a theory of relativity, like a proven formula that always works. It is by no means that. That's what I said. You can't use that to verify or deny something. Sometimes it does work, but a lot of times it doesn't. Los locos kick your ass. Los locos kick your face. Los locos kick your balls into outer space. I don't know why we just did that. Yeah, it's fucked up. Dude needs to deliver the packages always on the truck. We know the truth. For you who wins if Prime Larry for Lennox? Yeah, we did this one already. I don't know, because Lennox was as fast, stronger, bigger, but didn't have as good footwork, didn't have as good of a jab, and didn't have as good as a chin. I 50-50. Maybe Lennox because of the size, but that's so tough to call. That's a great one, though. Alberto at the barbershop asking for the Johnny, please. Oh, that's what that's from? Short Circuit? 2? We didn't watch 2. I watched 1 with my kids. That no one has hands? What? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Fuck. This has been one of the best and worst years of my life. A lot of it is dope, but it's been No, let me rephrase. Not the worst, the most stressful, challenging years of my life. But what comes with challenges? Growth. By the way, they speak. I was talking about Bomberto. Damn. I don't know. What made you switch off against Alberto? You were his man, giving him raffles and everything. J5 becomes a gangster. Oh, yeah. I don't know. They made a short. Yeah, they might have made 3 of them even. Yayan said no one in the chat has hands. Yayan said no one in the chat has hands. Why has it been challenging? Mostly personal business stuff. Best years because of Alberto. Yeah. Larry Holmes all day, every day. That's not true. Lennox made minced meat of Holyfield. Now, if we look at the triangle theory, which we shouldn't, Holyfield did beat Holmes, but fucking barely. Barely. And that was a 40-something-year-old Holmes. We should do a Holmes versus Holyfield watch party. I feel like Holmes might have had an argument to win that fight. He was cracking Holyfield's Liberty Bell like they're in Philly with Kalia. Read the Cash App message. I didn't get a Cash App. Oh, yes, I did. Who? What? I don't know what the fuck you're talking. What does this mean? I don't get it. I don't understand what that means. Forward. I don't get what you're talking about. Maybe email me if it's something you want to talk about privately, because I don't know what that means. You can always use us for therapy. I talk to therapists. I have a therapist, I would say. He's a therapist for years now, which is very helpful. This dude is no joke. He is one of the top guys, and he gives me a dope discount too. One of the top guys in anxiety. He has like best-selling books, and he has I don't want to say who he is but best-selling books, literally bestsellers, a lot of followers on social media, dope dude, really helpful. I talked to like one therapist before. Mind you guys, it took my wife pounding me over the head with a Louisville slugger to even do therapy, because you guys know how we are from the hood, right? Especially if you're a fighter. I don't need no therapy. That's for a week. That's weak people. That's crazy people. I don't need that shit. I just deal with it, man. It took me till I was in my 40s to see a therapist. I refused. So now I do. And the key is you got to find the right one. Otherwise, Holmes was the greatest heavyweight of his generation. Well, that's a fact. You think Holyfield was overrated? No, not overrated. What's up, Marco? You heard Pac-Man versus... Yup, I did. I think you're right, Will. I think he might retire him. Dr. Phil. No, it's not Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil seems like he's not even a real therapist, by the way. He's not a doctor. He's Dr. Phil. Shout out to your therapist, but I personally can't. Yeah, that's what I said too. Yayan, for years. You'll change. You especially, you're a smart guy. You will change. But at this age, there's no way in hell you'll even think about it twice. Yeah, another young guy. That's what young people say. Who did Holmes lose against? Again, you're doing triangle theories. It's about what they would do in front of each other, right? That's what the question was. Right. All therapists do is put people on. No. I didn't say a psychiatrist move. Therapist, very different. Therapists can't. I don't take medication. Never did. Therapists cannot. Psychiatrists can prescribe. Therapists cannot prescribe. They don't have the right. So no. He would do good in every era. Keep ignoring dudes. Shaps. He's trying to exert dominance. Huh? We need to send Alberto to doctor. Yes, we do. Imagine he wins. Unlikely, but man, he may need extra cheddar. Who knows? We don't know his situation. It's possible. I could put you on your pockets. It's from Marco's stream. Alberto, chill. Alberto. Oh, E-Rock. Alberto needs a meat lover's pizza. Shout out CJ, Clarissa, Ian, Alberto, Mo. Umberto's getting tough. I knew a psychiatrist that was selling meth out his office. Holy shit. Well, meth isn't even illegal. Meth isn't even a drug you could, like, that's not a, you don't get pharmaceutical distributors, but like, here's some Zoloft, here's Paxil, and here's a few crystal rocks of meth. I'm assuming they're crystal rocks. Slide through and demonstrate. I'm with it. And Mexican on Mexican violence is crazy. Alberto has a trolling addiction. Yes. Yes. He does. Agree. So does Chicago. Alberto just hit the gym. It helps a lot. That's true too. Alberto, you have a problem. Alberto, you have a problem. I can't do his southern. Alberto, mom said she can't leave the house. Oh, he can't leave the house. His grandma. He's only 15. It's his grandma. Starting your day off with a cold shower works wonders for your brain and dopamine release. So does hitting the bag 10 rounds every day like I do. Talk about and dopamine or endorphin release. Anybody who's speaking of, Yayin, where's the bag work and the sparring? What up, Michael? Alberto, Chicago beat up and turn into Thelma and Louise. Alberto campaigning for a 2-1 ass beating in Vacaville. That's fuel efficient. Alberto just needs a friend. Dude is a balding and toothless. He should be focused on those things. He's not toothless. That's so stupid. Ian closes the fridge with his hips and pees sitting. Yeah, Ian closes the fridge with his hips and pees sitting down. Okay, that's really funny. But what made you go with Yayin? Clarissa may suggest that bust is very good for me about quality of life now. Nah, tomorrow, Unc, I promise. All right. Manny won't have the legs to get with Barrios. I don't know. Oh, Manny. He traditionally has great legs, great speed. Close. Yeah, that's funny, right? That's something you would say. He likes to ruffle people's face. Yeah, he does. Why are you guys fucking with each other? I don't know what's happening right now. I'm trying to help him. He's never been punched in the mouth before, clearly. Or he's been punched in the mouth too much. One or the other. Barrios don't have the legs to get away from Manny. He's shot. I don't know about that. I forget you guys are lazy bums with no job. Damn. closes the fridge with his hips. Uh, that's funny. I wonder what else. It's not really racially charged. They're just fucking with you. Well, I guess he said I need my, but he said I need my grass cut. Oh, because he's Mexican? I thought because he's a roofer. Okay, maybe it was racist. I don't know. Johnny, I don't know what's happening, but these guys are wilding out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. You know my opinion. He always needs money, so he'll be back. He'll be back. But the difference with his fights are, as he keeps doing them, less and less people give a shit. So he might just, nobody might care. I don't know, eventually. What's up, True? Oh, Jesus. Alberto gets scared when he sees a Mexican face in a mirror. Apparently, Floyd is suing that news reporter for the story about the apartment buildings he doesn't own. So either he does own them or he's not suing them. And it's not a reporter. I assume he would sue the news station. Like if it was some New York City, like Channel 5 or like ABC or some shit. He's going to sue ABC? I have to say, I think Alberto is white and Mexican. I don't hear a Mexican accent. Oh, jeez. He's suing both? Berto wakes up with yesterday's mascara in his eyes and asks, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the tootiest of them all? I don't know what's going on. This went left, right, up, down, back, forth and forth like Aaliyah. Back, forth and forth, back and forth. Now check it, check it. Do you guys remember Tevin Campbell's famous song? I didn't know he was fruity. Oh, and then they were hiding that he was fruity because back then that would fuck up your. Now you probably would be the biggest star in the world. Eon smacks his own. Yo, I feel like Iraq. I feel like Clarissa's writing for you. I feel like she's your ghostwriter. This is all the shit she would say. Yeah, I need to just fist fight, get it over with. Aaliyah, R.I.P. Marco had to force a fake laugh to keep those $2 apps coming in. I didn't get any $2 cash apps. I thought about the fight. I thought about the flight. She went up back. That's the spicy. You exposing yourself. I named my daughter Aaliyah. Did you really? After the singer? Isn't Aaliyah with 1A? So did you really? Is it after the singer? And last question, did you do 2A's or you just, that's a typo? How do you know he has your address? He said he knew where your mother is or some shit, not your address. Mikhail, what up? Just in time, Mikhail. These guys are wiling out. Wiling out. Of course, Alberto's fighting with everybody. But then you got Iraq and Yayin going at it. Yayin's throwing some mad racist shit out. And then, but Iraq is unfairly winning the arguments because he has Clarissa ghostwriting for him. So. I liked her name. Oh, okay. Son, like you done tried that. Sound like you done tried that. Charlo fighting in 10 days. If Alberto says he's the Queen of England, that doesn't actually make it so. Well, Mikhail, I'm proud of you posting your footage. Word up. He started with me. Thanks, Clores. It's a double A. Damn, Aaliyah. That's a dope name. I love my daughter's name. I love my daughter's name. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it because my wife will get mad at me, but Marco, you just like the spicy jokes. I'm looking at you different. You're just trying to turn this around on me because E-Rock cut you nice and deep with those jokes. Those are good jokes. Hey, man, you know one thing I know is comedy. Those are good jokes. Don't get mad at me. Just come back with some better shit. Hit up Clarissa on the DL. She'll write for you too. You'll be good. What up, Dave? Your daughter's name is no. 7 letters. And we have a nickname for her that's 4 letters. Eon, it's just words. True that. Old man cooked the young lad. Ah, crazy. You get it popping? I guess. You definitely get something happening. You're a wild man. Knicks play tonight, right? Maybe I'll watch it live. Because then I'm going to go. Guys, please, if I go on here and I didn't watch a Knicks game, please don't tell me what happened. That's a badass nickname, Marco. Huh? The fuck you talking about? Growing up with the OGs of comedy helps. Aye, Marco. Yeah. Alberto means he keeps the grass cutting. Damn. Yeah, but can these guys fuck with Boots? These new guys. When I mean new to the division. Haney, Garcia, Tiafermo. You got to dip. Keep it hood. Okay, I'll try. What are you talking about, Johnny? Alberto wipes from the front. Writing credits, Clarissa. Alberto wipes from the front. Young Canelo at 147 versus Prime Thurman. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I don't know. We can have fun, but mix some boxing in there. I'm listening. Hey, I'm following you guys. I can see the future. Man, that's what people used to say to me. I'm so bald, I could see the future. Oh, wait, no. I'm so bald, they could see what I'm thinking. That's pretty funny. Prime Thurman. I don't know. Yeah, Canelo is really good, though. That's a great matchup. Alberto leaves and everyone starts talking boxing. See? Thurman beating on a 15-year-old Canelo isn't impressive. Well, not 15, like 21, 22. I thought maybe Ryan could get him, but Ryan hit and miss. Oh, he's here. On the dead homies, I would hurt CJ. He needs to keep my name out his mouth. Johnny, I'm going to call into your show and explain the beef. I'm sure Johnny can't wait. Keep it Raza. Raza means Mexicans, right? Bro said dead homies. I know. Canelo was 147, very, very young. True that. What up, Vaughn? Thurman would be a good sparring partner for Pacquiao to prepare for Barrios. No, I don't think so, Vaughn. He needs a tall glass of water. Tall glass of water. Right? Barrios is 6 feet. Thurman's what, 5'8"? Chavez, Whitaker. I mean, we just watched Chavez get whooped, but sure. I'll probably be live in camp with Brian Norman Jr. in 2 weeks. I'm going to tell him what you said. Not going to lie, CJ and Alberto arguing like old married couple is pretty tutti frutti. Well, first off, CJ hasn't said anything in a while, but... Tutti frutti! Tutti frutti! But, you know, CJ hasn't said one thing. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Nothing. He's quiet. He hasn't talked since... Let's see. I'm going to keep scrolling until I find him. CJ Rich. Let's see. There it is. 3. So he hasn't said anything in 7 minutes. We should do Bo versus Holyfield watch party. Did you guys see the fight I just, the video I put out of Petway? I'm going to play it. Fuck it. I'm going to play it because I'm proud of it. This is one of those fights that most people don't know about. I want you guys to see the dopeness of this golden era banger. All right, here we go. Fresh out the frying pan, just dropped it.
Fireworks at junior middleweight. 1995, Vincent Petway starts the fight going back and forth like a Leah. But Simon Brown quickly cuts the ring off to unload more bricks than Nino Brown. Brown then connects with a merciless hook and follow-up thrashing that sends Vincent stumbling across the floor like he's on a carnival cruise going over rough waters. The Maryland native gets up, but Brown is all over him like the chicken pox, throwing merciless cinder blocks that send Petway retreating like he's doing slide drills during a Knicks practice. The Jamaican native's pitbull power and pressure force Vincent back outside as he rapid fire pumps his jab like he's using a tennis ball machine. Petway then switches it up like he's Caitlyn Jenner as he leaps in at the drop of a dime with power. Brown is only able to connect with Petway for a few seconds like he's using Boost Mobile, but Vincent uses Pernell Whitaker level elusiveness and defensive mastery. In round 3, Vincent detonates an atom bomb pull counter that drops Simon like he was hit by a tranquilizer dart. Simon rises and Vincent shows patience as he continues piecing Brown up like Reese's. Brown's game plan stays the same as he proceeds to charge in, but Petway repeatedly makes him miss the mark like he's Stevie Wonder playing darts. Vincent then shifts down to third gear on the worn-out DC resident as he proceeds to plaster him from all angles like sheetrock. Petway then hails an Uber and goes back to circling his exhausted prey, matadoring him to attack as he patiently sets him up like Donnie Brasco. However, the tide shifts as Brown lands a few ethereal hammers like he's Thor. So Vincent goes back in his defensive bag and leaves Simon swinging at nothing like he's Cuba Gooding during Boys in the Hood. In another exciting momentum shift, Brown lands a jewel crusher, which enables him to connect with a follow-up barrage that sends Vincent on the ropes like he's on a playground swing. Petway argues with the ref, who refuses to call it a low blow. So Vincent goes martial law and immediately knocks the testosterone out of Brown's walnuts. The two super welterweights begin feverishly trading like it's 9:30 on Wall Street. Vincent continues catching Brown coming in like a bug zapper. But Petway's fight-long trap finally pays off in round 6 as he shifts horizontally like a Six Flags pendulum ride before landing a cinder block that leaves Brown sleeping while still standing like he's a giraffe. In a scary sight, Simon is left glitching on the canvas like he's a malfunctioning drone, forcing the ref to stop the fight.
What a nasty Nasty fucking knockout that was. What a nasty knockout that was. I gotta switch drug dealers up. What do you mean drug dealers? Because I'm not screaming here. You know what's funny too? If you watch that in the beginning, let me show you guys something. I'm gonna show you. This is real. This is how much I love boxing. All right, I'm gonna play this again. In the beginning, listen to my voice, right?
Fireworks at junior middleweight, 1995. Fireworks at junior middleweight.
And at the end,
The Jewel Crusher, which enables him to connect with a follow-up barrage that sends Vincent on the ropes like he's on a playground swing. Petway argues with the
you see the
ref
difference?
who refuses to call it a low blow.
That's the difference. In the beginning, I'm like, fireworks. And then as I'm watching, I'm like, oh, he fucking hits it with a oh shit. That's just how much I love watching it. Stormy. That was a nasty fucking knockout, Stormy. It was a back and forth like Aaliyah. Back, forth, and forth with those two. I mean, I forgot how scary it was at the end when he was just fucking glitching. That was because, you know, you'll see guys do that, throw a couple, but he just kept going. What was the ref counting for? The ref gave him a good 8-9 count. I'm like, are you kidding? Yeah, that is scary, right? It's like a demon. Oh, demon takes over me. Devin Haney is the new Joe Galzaki. I actually think Joe Galzaki put more effort than damn. I give you a bipolar ass whooping. That's what I'm saying, man. I get that shit amps me up. Bipolar, I think you guys are misusing the word bipolar. It's extreme depression and slowness, which I clearly don't have. And then it's extreme manicism, which I don't have either. I get what you mean, right? I'm chill and then I get excited. But bipolar is definitely... Mike Tyson was bipolar. Remember when Robin Givens went on live TV? It was like, Mike's bipolar. It's just a fact. It's been a nightmare living with him. And he's just sitting there like... That was that big one about Barbara Walters. You guys remember that? Petway was dope. When Beto Lopez slept the count. Shut your mouth. I said bipolar. Who are you talking to? What's up, Michelangelo? Man, I ain't no bipolar. Go fuck yourself, Eon! Like that? You think I'm bipolar? You fucking, what's his face? The Newark punk. That motherfucker's sitting there high as shit, cool, and then he starts screaming. He's bipolar too then. Anybody who has a show, except Johnny, because Johnny never really gets amped up at all. They're going to have moments of being chill and being excited. That's just human nature. Unless you're one of those dudes like my man Ryan, Canadian Ryan. He's always just kind of quiet. You know what I mean? Unless you're always one way. But most people have a range of emotions, especially in boxing, man. Boxing's a sport, one of the few sports. Like basketball gets me amped, but boxing, like nobody's bit. My man Fred, when he comes in here, ask him. I ripped his shirt when we went to go see. We're watching Roy versus Brandon. That fight, it was in the Garden. That was prime super middleweight Roy. Whew. I remember like, oh shit, when Roy popped off that, like, it must have been a quintuple left hook, 5 of them in a row at least. I was like, oh shit. I grabbed Fred's shirt. I'm like, oh shit. And I ripped it because I was going crazy. Boxing does that. Ness is a Haney Glazer. He definitely likes Haney. Thank you, Michael. I agree. I changed my stance. I don't think you're bipolar. I just think you're fucking crazy. I get crazy during a live fight. Okay. Johnny, he dissing you, champ. I don't... Who's dissing who? What? You tried to strip a man, you wild. Female and male bipolar, very different. Marco more of on the feminine. What? Did you just call me a fucking bipolar bitch? Because we will drop the... I'll take the wrench, hit you with it, and then use the wrench to hit the block button. Boxing gets me riled up as well, Marco, especially when people show ignorance towards the sport. There you go, Stormy. You tell him. Who robbed Tyson more, King or Givens? King. King. Nobody robbed Tyson more than King. Facts. Roy had to tell the ref to stop that fight. Yup. Roy's like, that was the one where Roy's like, stop it. He's like, no. He's like, all right. Put him out. That was a dope fight. Does going undisputed automatically make you a Hall of Famer? No. But again, subjectivity, not to me. Johnny Marco just going through a tough time. Huh? You've seen today's TBV? No, I don't watch TBV. Nah, I don't watch that show. Yeah, I think that's what he called you, Marco. That's fucked up. It's rude. I don't know what's happening here. I'm very confused. Attorney Bailey, he needs help. Who needs help? What are you guys talking about? Johnny's instigating because I'm hating on... Is Johnny talking to you? I don't really understand what's happening right now. I feel a good redemption fight would be Johnny Fisher versus Richard Torres. I bet Haney was embarrassed when Ryan was asking Haney's corner to stop the fight. Probably. Marco hate. I don't hate it. I just don't watch it. I didn't watch it when I was on it, though. The only time I respect TB is when a time after. How the hell Marco is reading the damn chat but has no idea what the fuck is going on? I'm very confused. Seems like Johnny's talking shit, but I don't know if he's serious or who he's talking to. Am I missing? Like, what the fuck's going on? I don't get it. Marco, where you're concerned about me? Okay. That's Marco, Johnny live in a different moon. Oh, lives in a different, that's right. That's Marco, Johnny. What the fuck? Givens had Mike on TV betraying Mike. Yeah, that was fucked up. But we don't know. I mean, he kind of admitted that he whooped her ass, threw her across the room. Well, he admitted it to this guy, Jose Torres, who wrote a book about him. Now, again, Jose Torres could have lied, but, Mike also did his dirt with her. So it's not like she was, Alberto is bi without the polar. CTE? I wish. You don't like anything TBV related. No, that's not true. I just don't watch the shit. Told you Mark was very poor comprehension skills. Can you comprehend this? As for you. Try and comprehend that. Clarissa swings like Wilder in the first round. CTE. I wish I had CTE. Is hitting a woman ever? Not in my opinion. If they're attacking you, you could grab them, but hitting them, nah. Robin and her fucking mouth. Bitch mother. Marco, the chat too fast for you. I guess so. Johnny, we all do at some point. Just be there. What are you guys talking about? What's concerning? Are you kidding? What's concerning? I'm confused. I'm very confused. I just play with Alberto like he's a little sister. I never... Yeah, Givens made Mike look horrible in that interview. Yeah. And it was live. I think it was live. So it's like, what are you going to do? Why is he embarrassed? Fighters are so much more to be focused than being embarrassed. I bet Ryan thought Devin was crazy for his dogged pursuit after each knockdown, getting up after it. True that. Marco can't see, therefore don't have time to process the reading. No, I can see. I can see well. I doubt he said that. Now I'm trolling when I said that Bailey really... I know! That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what's he worried about? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I know you guys are fucking around. I just don't understand where it came from. Yeah, but it was a private ass whooping. Come on. So if it's a private ass whooping, it should stay private? Nah, you're wiling out. You are wiling out. Hold on. Hold on. Mike Tyson low-key got away with a lot of wild stuff. He still does. He beat somebody's ass publicly on a plane. Some little scrawny fucking drunk white guy who didn't even put his hands on him first. Mike whoops his ass, and people blame the white guy. Now, I'm not saying the white guy didn't maybe deserve it and instigate it, but anybody else would be like, oh, like, this guy's an animal. He's a savage. You don't put your hands on people, especially in today's climate. Mike does it, and people are like, well, you poke the bear, you get the claws. Mike gets away with mad shit to this day. To this day. No, he didn't. I don't believe that. He definitely didn't say that. Small in numbers, but big in entertainment. That dude was messing with Mike, though. Haney got embarrassed. He's getting super paid to be a manufactured undisputed champ and unjustly compared to Floyd. I mean, you can't compare Haney to Floyd. That to me is crazy. Even if they really said, I believe Haney's dad was like, you know, Haney's better than Mosley. I don't know if he really said that, if he really meant it, but, you know. Well, he didn't, but allegedly he didn't do that. I don't know. Is Wilder a legend? Yes. Power punching legend. For real. Ness misses you, champ. He did not say that. There's no way. Are you fucking with me? Because I don't know why you would fuck with me about that. One thing Mike will never get away from, mental health. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, Wilder KO GOAT. Yes, Wilder KO. Yeah, he definitely didn't say that. That motherfucker doesn't think about nobody, especially not me. There's in no way he said that. I doubt Haney will ever retire being considered a GOAT. Probably not. Surprise, Big Turkey hasn't used Mike Tyson's Punch-Out themes to sell fights. Ooh, it's a good idea. This dude misses you. Yeah, I think Michelangelo misses me. I think Michelangelo misses me. He did not. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah? How about this? If he said that, why don't you put the link in the chat with the timestamp where he says that? Because there's no fucking way. Offense and defense, KO GOAT, just edging defense to KO Cheney Roy. Damn, David, you're really trying to get banned today, huh? You're really trying to get banned talking about Roy.
I must have forgot.
You're trying to get your shit, your stripes just snatched off your fucking uniform. Johnny, first sign of depression is a loss of self-awareness, just support. Are you, what? I can't tell if he's serious or this is just a prolonged joke because it's weird. He said in another dimension he would bring you back. What? Yeah, put the link in. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it. Maybe he doesn't miss you, but I remember him saying something like He would have you back now that he's got another East Coast dude. Okay. I don't think you should. I do think you should just clear things up, seeing he was on TBV, so nice and good for your brand. Bomac already, Lil Max trainer, so to Popinski. Marco Nesta, he misses bullying you about not watching fights. That I believe. That sounds about right. Derek Chisora as Bald Bull. LOL, I'll tone it down a little. I got Roy jokes for days. Yeah, you do. Ryan Garcia as Don Flamenco. He's saying you need help. I know what he's saying, and I can't tell if he's joking or if he's serious. I hear what he's saying, or see what he's saying. It's a weird fucking random joke. What else we got? What else we got? Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, Johnny, keep it up. Your wrench will be thrown in the garbage can too. You, David, and Yayan can, can kiss my Bulgarian ass. I think Roy just has issues on an extent to Southpaws being knocked down by Lou Duval. I mean, I wouldn't say that because he beat the shit out of so many Southpaws. Duval landed one punch out of a fight where that might have been the only punch he landed. Now, Tarver and Forthwith, different story, different Roy, different mentality. Put it in the chat. Let's see it. All you have to do, you can't, can you? Because you don't have a wrench. Guess you can't. Back of a milk carton. You know what's on the back of a milk carton? These nuts! Yeah, it might. It might happen. That might happen. Sometimes I'd be thinking about Trill. I know, right? What happened to him? I literally brought him up a few times. He was like one of the OGs. Like, you ever think, not to be like morbid, but you ever think like something happened to him? Like, where the fuck's he at? Grow up. I got something that grows, but I don't know the fuck you talking about. At least you're not saying the N-word trying to get me canceled. Still tickets available for Keyshawn card at the Scope. Get on that Dominican bus, NYC VAB Parcel card of the year. Okay. Good point. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, Roy had problems with nobody. Nobody. Roy fought. The more I've been doing videos now and shit, the more I see how often Roy would switch to southpaw in his fights. It would just be for a little bit, but he would do it a lot. And was pretty nice with it still. Not as good as conventional, but ask Velizar if he's still in here. Fuck happened to the MMA dude who used to... Oh, yeah. MMA something. Fuck was his name? Fuck, yeah. MMA was in the title, but I forget the rest of it. That's how I feel about the dude that would cheat all the time in trivia. Yeah, that's him. I think he was cheating. And I think he was young. He was young. He's like 15. He even admitted being 15. Put it in the chat. You know what I'll do, Michael? Here. I'll give you a wrench so you could put things in the chat. There you go. Now you have a wrench. For now. Stop motion MMA. Thank you. Now you have a wrench. Put it in the chat. Or shut the fuck up. Stop motion MMA. That's right. Stop motion. Such a weird fucking name. Stop motion? I don't know if I got to go get my daughter or not. Let's go. You made me say the N-word, you fucking narc. Jivon. Lotion. Jivon. So, Jivon, you know I like you, right? You're my man. Why the fuck are you saying lotion in a room full of men? Because, you know, this ain't that kind of party, my man. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Marco, Michelangelo just said all that to get a wrench and you fell for it. Well, he earned it. I just want him to shut the fuck up. Put it on the glass or shut the fuck up. Stop motion. Stop lotion. Who was Humberto Gonzalez fighting when he was viciously knocked out? Who was Humberto Gonzalez fighting? Oh, man, that's a great one. And it's a tip of my fucking... I want to say Trinidad or Terry Norris. I want to say one of those two. You tell me. Use Google, you fucking dipshit. Google it. Let's see if it says the right one. Sometimes they be fucking up translations. Humberto Brown got knocked out and crapped himself. Huh? Matisse. I think it was earlier. I'm thinking, like, I could be wrong though. Well, let him tell us. Tell us who. No, nobody's telling us. Who? It's not Matisse. I mean, it could be. Matisse. No, nobody's saying nothing? What's going on here? Who? Who is it? Who is it? Humberto Gonzalez. Okay, let's see. Humberto Gonzalez. Now you're going to make me fucking Google it. Fine. Yeah, he's an older fighter like I thought. His last fight. Yep. Okay, here we go. Let's figure it out. Carbajal. That's annoying. I did a fucking video on that. And I forgot. Carbajal. Good Lord. I was thinking of Humberto Soto. Yeah, Carbajal. That's this fucking video. I'll even play this shit now. Carbajal. Where is it? Carbajal. Where's it at? Where's it at? Here we go. Boom. Here it is. I'll play it. Thanks to Mr. Bailey. What the hell's happening here? Why won't this work? Well, let me present. It's weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. This is the video he speaks of.
The hardest hitting little man ever, under 110 pounds, Michael Carbajal. 1993. Humberto Gonzalez starts peppering Carbajal's ribs like Gordon Ramsay. Humberto then bait and switches like a Honda dealer, suddenly flipping into the southpaw stance and firing buckshots that blast Michael out the sky like a shattered clay disc. Carbajal gets up and jumps into that phone booth like Clark Kent, blasting Humberto with short, snappy grenades that reboot him like Windows 95. The two men then start exchanging more bricks than an Alpo Martinez trip down south. Michael starts tapping Gonzalez up like a maple tree, but in round 4, the relentless Mexican native nails Carbajal, hanging him over the ropes like wet pants drying on a clothesline. This is achieved with the bounce pass from Momentum. Humberto Alberto propels forward, landing a shot that connects right as Carvajal himself is accelerating forward. This quadruples the impact, creating planetary force. He rises, but Gonzalez is in hot pursuit, cracking Michael's mug like a clumsy IHOP waitress. But in a thrilling shift, Mike lands a cinder block that stumbles Gonzalez back like he's Tiny Tim trying to walk without the crutches. But Gonzalez recovers in another shocking twist. Michael lands a sledgehammer that puts Humberto out like Thanksgiving dinner-itis, forcing the ref to stop the fight.
Thanksgiving dinner-itis? I don't even remember saying that. I mean, I remember it now, but... And man, I love how I did the arrow. I forgot I did that. I should do more of that. That's what made that shot land so hard, because he turned all his momentum about to throw a punch at Carvajal, and right as he turned to try and throw one, he walked right into one. That was a dope fight. I know when you said that, I was like, I know that name. I knew it was an older fighter. I just forgot fucking which one. Crazy. Crazy. Good shit, though. What's up? Good day, mate. They didn't have like 2 or 3 fights together. I believe so, yeah. Yeah. Carvajal is one of the hardest punchers at, 108, 112 ever. Could we think of anybody who hit harder at 112, 108? I mean, I believe Ricardo Lopez was right there. Who else? What other 108, 112 fighters? Ricardo Lopez, Carvajal. Anybody else have any of them? With Benavidez, it has to be Alberto Ramirez. He's undefeated. Or he can sit on the sideline and wait for Beterbiev and Bivol to hash out their triple. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. Now, what else we got, people? Talk to me before we wrap it up. Tank has the best stoppage yet without... Yeah, well, not the best, but that's one of them. Shit, what about Duran's getting caught by Hearns' shot? That was similar. Maybe even, I think that was worse. Tank's was crazy, though. Victor Archino wasn't bad. Yeah, but he's not... I mean, we're not putting him at top ever, right? I remember it, but the biggest one is, hold on. You can't think about that fight without thinking about the bad stoppage. That was awful. Awful stoppage. Hold on. Surprise, Chavez. Okay, I already did that. Has anyone ever told you look like Barnacle Boy? No, I'm not Googling that. I'm not showing anybody. And don't make me take your fucking wrench away. Barnacle Boy? That's a good boxer? That sounds like some circus freak. Like, look, it's Barnacle Boy. And I'm like, ugh. When you go to ESPN, you need to bring me in as a writer. All the jokes will be about Alberto. Okay. Probably won't be that well received, but we could try it. Jerome, what up? Where you been, man? Where you been at? So many people haven't been around lately. Haven't been around lately. So many people. Yeah, Richard still definitely got. See, I don't know about all that. Paco definitely needs to stay retired. Well, he's not. Work schedule. Damn. Damn. What do? You build you build houses? Like, what the fuck? Marco, Google it, champ. It's not anything crazy. Barnacle boy? Nah. Barnacle boy. That literally some dude in a cage at the circus, like, look, it's Barnacle boy. The fucking throwing me Pop Tarts and popcorn. Nah. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. Hold on a second. SpongeBob? Oh, yeah. My favorite KO is Plant on Darrell because of the celebration. That was kind of crazy, though. Like, the dude might have died, right? And he's sitting there. I don't know. I wouldn't have done that. If somebody's, like, not emotionless, I wouldn't start, like, acting like I'm putting him in a grave. Because what if he died? How bad would he feel if he died? Like, yeah, the dude said whatever he said. I think he said, no, white boy's going to beat him or you're a bitch. Whatever he said about him, fine. But if you killed him, you wouldn't feel bad? Because he didn't say, I'm going to kill you. Like, I don't know. That's from SpongeBob? Yeah, I figured it was some shit like that. You know the answer to that. You know the answer to that.
Y'all must have forgot.
I laughed my ass off when Plant KO Darrell. It looked like a cartoon KO. Damn. One of my favorite KOs was Kevin Kelly KOing Derek Gainer in their first. Yeah, that was crazy. I should do that fight. I should do that because didn't Gainer drop him or did Gainer was just whooping his ass? Matter of fact, I'm going to download that fight right now. Right? Kevin Kelly versus Gainer 1. The problem with these kind of fights, very difficult to get good quality. That's the problem with these fights. Very difficult. Because these are like old and nobody really gave a fuck about these fights. Yeah, Kevin, he could barely even see in that fight. His shit was swollen shut. He was getting fucking raked too. What did he hit him with? I'm watching it right now. Ooh, Gainer was a southpaw too. What's Kelly hit him with? Oh, hurts him with a little bit of a, right? Oh, put him out. What did he hit him with? I mean, he was out for a while. Here it goes. So he comes in. Oh, he hit him with that Ryan Garcia tank shit. He just leaned down because he knew Gainer was coming in, and he hit him with an over. Oof, nasty. You guys should watch that one. I'm going to do a video on that one. That one's crazy. Cray. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to go. I will catch you guys tonight, 10 p.m. Appreciate you guys. Peace.